I think you're basically right wing.
I don't see.
Maybe
I am. I am in some ways, but in other ways I'm very.
But he really isn't. He's really such a lovely. Really, I'm sorry, Steve. I don't think he is right wing, right? Perhaps I'm missing something. Unless you change your views.
I think like, oh, you're right wing, like that's a term of abuse.
Yeah, but I usually think of you as a sensible centrist.
I know you.
I don't really do.
But he himself described himself as right wing.
I'm terribly far right.
Well, but right, but there's right, and then there's
No,
far
I'm
right.
extremely far right. I keep trying to explain what it is. Do you even know what it is?
I mean, it includes lots of things.
No, but do you actually know what it is technically in political study?
Technically, I mean, what? There are many manifestations.
No, but what is the
far
grades of far? So if you look at the
But
political,
what is it? Because
what
it's
is
being bandied around
Yeah.
so
If you took the
frequently
political
now
compass-
that yeah.
If you took the
like
political
as
compass-
the term racist and racism is bandied around now, they've become meaningless.
I mean, far right can be. It can even.
No, but you know what the
include-
political
it can
compass
include-
is?
It could even include protectionist.
How is that far right?
economics.
You're
That's
misusing a
economics.
word. You're misusing a word.
That's one manifestation of some right wing.
Can I make it easy for you? Can I help? And let me tell you my position, right? If you took the political compass like this, I sit at the top far right. What does that mean? I drew a ladder. No, that's what I'm saying. I use that rhetorically. I apologize. If I drew a ladder and I started wrong one, I'd say conservatives are wrong one. What would be wrong two? People scream, they go fascist. What's
I
I'm
have
more
some
right
views
than
that I
that?
think
What's
very
after fascist in the next
My
ladder?
view on Islam.
I'm telling you, he's a rhetoric.
It's all based on the observer.
Correct, but I'm giving you the answer. So I give you the rhetoric question. And then you go up to monism, and then you go up to absolutism.
I think it's a clash of cultures.
So absolutism,
What absolutism
No,
in the sense
not
I'm a
probably not
neo-reaction
your
absolutist.
interpretation of it.
an
but many people's
absolutism in
Yes.
political history.
It means a single empire, a single order.
Their interpretation or whatever, or the way they
Okay, it
act
usually
Islam
entails
is shaped by-
monarch
No, not Saudi Arabia,
rules-
but by
Yeah, the level above that.
society in
Correct.
general.
rules absolutely
By
without
discrimination,
depending on
having nowhere to
on
look,
the
on the people.
agreement or the sanction of his people, his
Correct.
subjects.
And I'm one level above that.
That's why I said earlier. Your view,
It's really
view of
quite.
the far
I mean,
right
terribly,
is
terribly transparent.
unique to you.
And the good people, because I'm an ultra Zionist,
They might turn to Islam, they might turn to...
as a homage to, said last night, RF Lincoln Heath, 16 fighter jets, escorted our great President Trump onto our land. We welcome him. And right now, the helicopter is came to the palace. So I'm bringing the homage right now to one of our leaders.
Doing the Nazi salute.
Maybe they do reject it. No, but mate,
I beg your pardon, you're a bit soft there.
You're British,
Me, I'm a servant of British Empire.
so it's not your president.
No, he's an ally. What's an ally of the Jewish people too?
What do you think of Trump as a person?
As a person, he has character flaws, but it's not his personality that matters. He's a symbol of our voice. He will go in 6 years.
Oh, these are decided.
And another one will
You have to
arrive.
look at other factors
Right?
as well.
So he's a symbol of what we represent. So he represents us. He represents
go
us.
with that.
What would be
We
your,
put him in there.
what would be the English equivalent?
We. Well, it's terribly hard right now. There's no real person. It looks like there's the accident of the real politic. It could be Johnson or more. But we don't have someone as strong as that yet. But the German historian Spengler addressed this a century ago when he said we will get forms of neo-Caesarism. We're going to get new and new autocratic leaders at the end of the 8-year cycle. He was a very prescient German historian. And right now we're seeing from Salvini to Trump to everyone else the start and rise of the autocratic right. We will see the mistakes of Trump. Remember, he's just representing us.
What about mistakes of
And we're going to
Hitler?
put in another one and another one until we build our empire.
What do you call us?
Us. I'm on the far right, so
He's far, far
I
right.
believe I'm a Christian, so I believe in a single world hierarchical order. In your case, you are left to me and just adjunct, independent of politics, because I support the original covenant, right? And we have our new covenant, we have no problems. You're waiting for the Messiah, we think you missed him, right? So we will support Israel in that order of hierarchy, of global
That's
hegemony.
religion. What about,
Religion and politics, yeah.
what about in terms of politics?
I'm an extreme, I guess I'm against the globalists, so I want pure capitalism subservient to the nation state. I would reject and break up every global trade, and that's what we sanctioned Trump to do. anti-capitalism within England, but the global nationalist companies will be clipped to the supply chain and they will pay taxes here. So capitalism subservient to that. So I'm a right-wing Austrian economist. Right?
No,
Oh, that's good.
I don't mean that.
And
That's the
Christian
last
we.
thing
So
we
within
mean?
those three
British
policies
people that look
of
like you,
tribe,
that look like me,
of religion,
that look like him.
of capitalism,
It has nothing
one
to do with
world
it.
order, one hierarchy
sounds like Hitler.
towards
Me?
empire.
All right.
Empire.
Sounds like Hitler.
I live
So
in a
how
very
would you,
diverse
like, if you had the power, if you were prime minister, how would you restructure? Like, what changes would you make?
So I just spent 6 weeks in Hungary, so where I spoke to a lot of political movements there with Orban and stuff. And what we would do is dismantle first the progressive and then the liberal enlightenment projects that we consider have gone amok. So I'm a reactionary, so I retrace the enlightenment and look back and go, my rights, without my responsibilities, my responsibilities.
Okay, but be specific.
So I would roll out specific policies. So I would get rid, for example, of all equal opportunity quotas. I would get rid of all feminists. So what did Orban do? I got rid of feminism, media studies, gender studies, race
What about
studies.
civil rights? What about civil rights?
Rights would be
Civil
negotiated.
rights.
One minute, we don't really have
immigrants.
Well, we will protect them in the hierarchy.
You say you were in Hungary. I mean, who were you addressing? Who were you addressing in Hungary?
Our equivalent movements in the. I went there for work for 6 weeks, but as part of that, we have connections to the equivalent movements. We are very connected. The movements have brought Orban in. Orban's movement. Right?
Orban. So far right.
So right now, the
Again,
Hungarian
far right,
liberals,
racist,
the Hungarian
xenophobic.
liberals are leaving.
What's wrong with xenophobia? I don't
Yeah,
really get
xenophobia in
it. Why is
Hungary.
it?
You know, 650,000 Jews were killed.
No, but why
Right,
is
I went to the
xenophobia?
synagogue.
Racist.
Why
Correct,
xenophobia means I don't get it.
You don't get what?
What's wrong with being xenophobic?
I think there's a lot wrong with it.
Why?
It implies a non-acceptance of difference.
I just want
We don't take
support my own
prisoners.
before people come in.
We're not like ISIS.
What's
We don't
really
take
wrong
sex
with that?
slaves.
I really don't get
Just
it.
execute them there, man.
People think that's like a bad thing, even like for Britain to
But they
support
want to get rid of
Britain,
other people.
for Jews to support Jews.
Okay,
So why?
okay. I mean, that's
Why not
maybe
support your own, or even exclude others? Say,
advocating supporting your own isn't necessarily xenophobia.
even
I mean,
to very-
xenophobia is often very negative.
It's against the other.
Exactly, attacking
As opposed to for yourself.
advocating ideas of racial superiority and
But no one, I've never mentioned racism. You'd be hard pressed for me to find any
Yes,
such
saying,
thing.
but you conflated two things together. What about we get rid of the negatives? I'm
Yeah,
not,
but
I'm
the
not
thing is
calling
they
for
use-
attacking foreigners.
they often do come with negatives.
I'm not calling for attacking
you're not.
Poles
You're
or,
not.
or
You're not.
Hungarians. But what I'm calling is for supporting British people.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And even an exclusion of others. Even supporting, favouring British people over people.
But the fact that we're living in a nation state already excludes others. It
Yes.
excludes
Correctly so.
people living in Nigeria.
Correctly so.
Obviously, just by being here, you are given preference over those who don't live here. That's the nature.
And do you think that's a wrong thing? But do you think that's a wrong thing?
What's wrong with that?
Do you think that's wrong?
But that's not the essence of xenophobia.
No, but do you think that first bit you said is wrong?
Xenophobes in the UK would not like me, you, or you standing here discussing.
Yeah, but the xenophobes in the UK will never have the power in our movement.
A lot of these really
Right? They wouldn't. They wouldn't.
But they do.
No, they don't. They don't have the power. Right? We have supreme supremacist edges. So within the white nationalist movement, who I've known for a very long time, they are genuine Jew haters. Then there are people pro-Israel. We will have those Jew haters a minority, and we know what they are, and we section them off. They contribute in other axes, for example, or we want to allow the Jew hatred.
Pro-Israel
On the left-hand side,
lobby in the US.
yes, God bless the AIPAC committees, yeah.
It's largely
Liberal
as a
American
result of the large contingent of Christian evangelicals
Correct.
who see Israel as somehow the existence of Israel
Holy Land.
as somehow performing a function, a necessary function.
No, deeper than that, the right.
The end of
But
days.
you see, you
or
don't
whatever.
understand the right.
Apocalyptic
But you
view.
don't understand the right deeply enough. You don't understand. It's
They are
not.
still
No,
anti-Semitic.
but you talk a lot about people who don't know. So even though I, as a Christian far-right extremist, appreciate the symbolism of Tel Megiddo, I appreciate the symbolism of this little mound in Megiddo.
Megiddo.
Yes,
Armageddon is supposed
correct.
to take place.
But I don't use that to define my entire policy structure. Right? I'm not going to go around going, hey, now we have far nutters, like the Jew haters, who go, no, we're going to take our entire policy structures around Tel Megiddo. No, we're not. We're going to feel the symbolic spiritual connection to Tel Megiddo, and we're going to make sure Tel Megiddo is protected for the Jewish people. and there are different covenants. Now, you somehow seem to conflate such people or warm up the oven Jew haters people with our general polity base. 90% of our people don't think
Again,
like
but
this.
Israel's largely irrelevant.
fantasy.
Discuss Israel, we're in Britain. So I want to understand your British policies and what's good or bad about them.
So I would reverse liberal left things. Right?
I say get rid of quotas. I'm very for that. I don't think there should be quotas. There should just be merit.
Quotas?
Deal with
Quotas.
immigration straight away.
On like gender,
anything.
certain numbers of
Yes.
Correct.
in jobs or in the
In anything.
In all of them.
coming into the country.
And so I'll tell you what our strategy is. We
I'm
have
talking about jobs and that
in
kind of
jobs.
thing.
Okay, so like a certain
see-
amount of black people, of
That's the
African,
other-
Caribbean, Asian.
You see, you read the Guardian every day. There's some editorial about this or this.
No white jobs at
University
BBC.
doesn't have enough black graduates.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
TV show doesn't have enough brown.
They're trying to
that-
reverse the racism.
I don't think there should be any quotas. You should be able to choose whoever you want, and if white people want to choose other white people, so be it. I would prefer Jews over other people. They're my people, and if
You don't think they're better
You're
than
not a
anyone,
public
do you?
institution.
They're my
first of all,
people.
You're not in a public institution.
But I don't think that is a problem.
You can in your own business or family or
Well, even in your own
circle.
business,
But
that
a university has to
But I don't think
offer
university. Well, I don't
to
think
people from less
that is true.
privileged backgrounds.
That is true.
No, they do not.
Generally, Afro-Caribbean
I agree with that, but that should be.
socioeconomic
Also trying to reverse
I
the
agree,
racism.
but they shouldn't force quotas. So that's I agree with that. So if it happens to be that all the top people are white because they were the most qualified, they got in the job, not because others were pushed to a side, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem. People here get Oscar's so white, that's so white, as if something happens to be white, that is in itself a problem. I don't see that as a problem. Of course, I see it as a problem if you tell a black person, no, we don't want you because you're black.
Yes.
We'll take some white.
Yeah.
We would not
That is
support
wrong. But to say the opposite, we'll take you because you are black, we want X amount of females,
Yeah,
X amount of this, X, that's ridiculous.
I don't think the quota system is as strictly enforced here or exists here in the same way that it does in the US.
It does. No, it's far bigger problem in the US than it is here. So even this, you still get the whole time. You get the feminists, the left, like what was her name, Phillips, Jess Phillips. The men will get their debate when there'll be equal representation. When Parliament will be half men and half women, which is ridiculous.
But it's nice to have a bit of equality. It's nice to have a bit
There's
of
equality. Any woman can run for Parliament and she gets elected.
But that's
she
equality of
gets
outcome. That's the left one.
I say I think equality of outcome is ridiculous. As long as you're giving everyone equal opportunities, you're not excluding anyone on the base of any of their race, so just on the base of incompetence. Then I don't care how it turns out.
I'm anti-Islam. I want Islam reformed and removed.
Yeah,
No, I want Islam.
He's got a database with, well, he says he's got a database with national insurance numbers and he's tracking them. That could be bullshit.
But I have access to the entire UK electoral college. I work with UK political parties. I have access to the UK electoral list. Of course I do.
Okay, and what's the
So if you answer the
you've
question,
got a
let me help you
database.
understand the axioms in which we think, not what you think we think, right? And this is shared between all our parties, right? So I spoke after elections, I spoke to my mate who's the Member of Parliament for AFD for Berlin. We share the same models, and our three axes of concern are, very simple terms, immigration, integration, and Islamization. Our EU results reflect a populist agreement with policies on those three axes. What are those policies? Immigration needs to be controlled, not kick out blacks or whites. Ones here that we decide are compatible or not on our policies will either be integrated or moved, and Islam will be reformed or revoked. That is what the people are giving us their vote. Correct. Islam is. I'm a Christian, so I can appreciate. And I'm a fundamental.
So in other words, they have to become like us or like Christian
But again, you
Europeans.
see, you're trying to attribute views where I'm giving you an opportunity to understand what they really are.
So what does that
Okay,
mean?
so we
Reform
look
or
at
revoke
it.
Islam, what does that mean?
So let me explain it in a slightly longer way. So I'm a person of faith, and I assume you're observant.
Yeah.
So when we look at Muslims who are observant, and we see them, their entire, when we reverse engineer Islam, they have three axes. They are theists. They believe in Allah and God. They are also political. They have everything from zakat to insurance policies, and they're cultural. You wear your niqab, you're that. That is a very strong structure. It was where the church was in perhaps 1527 in the sack of Rome. We in the Christian liberal or the Christian conservative West see that as a direct threat unless those three axes can be degraded so that you can practice Islam, but that doesn't give you the right to build mosque culture centers or wear the
They have
burqa.
to practice Islam in mosques. but they have to pray in mosques.
Again, you can listen to what we're
Why are
saying.
you dictating someone's culture then?
Because it is our right to determine our culture.
Who's giving you that right?
Surely Islam has to be reformed from within.
One minute,
It's not for you to
I-
determine how they do.
No, but it is for us to determine a non-Islamic land.
One minute.
And we're winning on that very principle. So you should be listening to what we're telling you.
All right, so
You
stop
can try to
the
guess
Muslims,
what we think.
then
I
the
will,
Jews
I
are
will
gonna get
grant. No, I mean, I will grant you that you'd say if you can point to something where Islam tries to control's the wrong word, influence your culture. You say we don't want your influence. I get that.
I mean, this is not.
Let them practice their faith, culture, whatever in peace. As long as they're not influencing your culture,
Correct.
how's that your business?
So yeah, it is our business. It's our business when any of those three axes we first. So let me give you concrete examples of what Viktor Orban has done and Poland has done. You can be a Turkish, it's mainly Turkish Muslims there, it takes you 5 to 8 years to build a learning center, madrasa. You can have so many per density. We give you a very long slow-down process. So your cultural expression is constrained. If you live a long 10, 20, 30 years, you will slowly integrate on the other axes in. Over here in London, where I live in the Caliphate of Stepney, they're opening them like chicken shops. No, they're opening them like chicken shops. Right, they are. They're opening like chicken shops. So in concrete policy, we say, I'm not stopping you doing that. What I'm going to do is let your axes of expression be controlled within ours. Now, if you look at Poland, look at those places, the Turkish Muslims walk around, no one's killing them, no one's busting them, but there's no overt cultural over-expression of this faith in a traditionally Christian country. This over here would be considered a complete collapse of society in a Christian country. So when we say we would reform it, I don't say we're going to round them up, put them in trucks. No, we're going to say at which level. So where I live in the Caliphate of Stepney, if I walk around and 80% of the people I see are letterboxed up, and the locals say they don't want to do that, they say it is their right to do so. No one is going to rip a burqa off, for example, right? Now, this is the legitimate, sure, but this is the legitimate concern of the people being expressed by the people in the polls, in the results. You can either choose to ignore that, or you can express and say, will you negotiate that? So I look for good Muslims, and I have a lot of Muslim friends, I've had iftar recently, Muslim. I look at the Muslims who will understand that negotiation process and integration. And the majority of the ones that say, no, we're going to overrun you, we're going to take you over, we will have them deported. We will have them, like we say humorously, you'd like to have your citizenship abrogated. Right? I'd like to be Lord Chief Abrogator.
Well, nice to hear your
What about the English ones that are from here? You guys
It's not about English.
About the
It's not about race. Not about race.
white wearing
I wouldn't, if you as a Muslim, I would think twice of me as being
What
here.
about the English men who are reapers and they're white
We don't
walking
care.
around your area?
He's going to try to get
race.
deported.
What would you do to
It's
them?
not race.
But what would you do to
This
them?
one rule for all.
No, but what would you do to the ones wearing burqas?
It's the same rule. It's the same
Yeah, how you get them deported?
I keep asking the same
You
question.
said send them back. We should send the English. Go on.
How many of those are there? Jordan M?
No, answer the question. Answer the question, Ralph. Answer the question.
No, but you see, I'll ask the question this way. What you're doing is you're arguing by using an edge point of the data for 90% of the curve.
You're talking about
90% of the curve of people are not there.
No, but what do you do with them people? What do you do?
What would you do with Shamima Begum? Do you think she should come here? Should Shamima Begum come here as a British citizen? Should she be allowed in? What is the answer? Simple question. Same example. Shamima Begum is British.
Stop diverting. The English white ones that are converted to Muslims, what do you do with them?
But your question is not well formed. Let's try once again. What is the thing I'm doing to the other ones? Before you say the white
you
ones.
said if they don't, you said
But what are we going to do the indigenous English?
Oh, they come to that stage where they mix the criteria. I don't know, international waters?
There you go. Bye-bye.
Peak material. It's cool, man. Peak material. Peak material.
Content over everything. From your melody. Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
So,
Listen.
what I'd like to talk about is yet again another blatant example of the sheer hypocrisy of our liberal establishment. We all know recently that there have been a spate